It was one of the most iconic aircraft in history. An engineering marvel that flew faster than the speed of sound. For over 3 decades, it symbolized luxury, innovation, and the future of air travel. But on July 25, 2000, in just a little over 2 minutes, that future came crashing down. This is the story of Air France Flight 4590, the only fatal accident in Concorde's history, and how a seemingly minor piece of debris triggered a chain of events that would ultimately ground a legend. Air France Flight 4590 was a chartered flight from Paris's Charles de Gaulle to New York's JFK. On board were 100 passengers, mostly German tourists, eager to board a luxury cruise departing from New York. The aircraft was crewed by 9 experienced Air France personnel. The aircraft was one of Air France's active Concordes. That day, it was operating under ideal weather conditions. On the surface, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. At 16:42, Paris time, the Concorde accelerated down runway 26 right. But as it neared takeoff speed, disaster struck. A metal strip, just 43 centimeters long, had fallen onto the runway from a Continental Airlines DC-10 that had departed minutes earlier. As Concorde raced over it, the debris shredded the front tire of the left main landing gear. Shards of rubber shot up into the underside of the left wing, nearly at the speed of a bullet. One of those fragments punctured fuel tank number 5. Fuel began spewing out almost instantly, and within moments, it ignited. Fire erupted beneath the wing as the Concorde lifted off the ground. Engine 1 surged and lost power. Engine 2 began to overheat. The landing gear, damaged by the exploding tire, failed to retract. Still, the aircraft climbed, but not well. The Concorde was just under its maximum takeoff weight, and with a shifting center of gravity due to the fuel leak, it struggled to gain altitude. ATC received a distress call from the crew, reporting fire and engine failure. The pilots attempted to turn back toward the airport. But it was too late. Just 121 seconds after takeoff, the aircraft stalled and crashed into the Hôtelissimo Les Relais Bleus hotel in the town of Gonesse, just outside Paris. All 109 people on board were killed. On the ground, 4 more lives were lost. In the blink of an eye, the world lost one of the Concordes still in operation, and the dream of Concorde took a fatal hit. France's Bureau of Inquiry and Analysis, or BEA, launched an immediate investigation. What they found shocked the entire world. The metal strip on the runway, not certified for aviation use, had been improperly installed on a Continental Airlines DC-10 engine. Concorde's tires, though rated for high-speed travel, weren't designed to withstand such an impact. The tire explosion sent fragments hurtling into the wing. The fuel tank was not protected enough. Once pierced, there was just no way to contain the fire. The aircraft was also slightly overweight and had a center of gravity that shifted aft, further reducing performance. This tragic chain reaction, all triggered by a strip of metal just over a foot long, brought down one of the most advanced and the fastest commercial airliner in the world. The accident sent shockwaves through the aviation world. All Concordes were immediately grounded. Investigators and engineers worked tirelessly to improve safety. Fuel tanks were reinforced with Kevlar linings, tires were upgraded to resist rupture, and enhanced safety systems were added to detect fire and fuel leaks faster. In November 2001, all the other Concordes returned to service, but the damage had been done, both to its reputation and its commercial viability. Less than 2 years later, in 2003, both British Airways and Air France announced the permanent retirement of the Concorde. The legal proceedings about how the crash happened dragged on for years. In 2010, a French court found Continental Airlines and one of its mechanics criminally responsible for the crash, citing negligence in installing the faulty metal strip. But in 2012, a French appeals court overturned the conviction, stating that although Continental Airlines' part had played a role, it was not solely responsible for the disaster. The truth was more complex, a combination of poor runway inspection, material design limitations, and tragic timing. To this day, the crash of Air France 4590 remains a haunting reminder of how fragile even the most advanced technologies can be. But it also left a legacy that endures. Runway inspection protocols were improved globally, Aircraft manufacturers reinforced fuel systems, and aviation safety agencies doubled down on regulations regarding foreign object debris, known as FOD. For the families of the victims, the loss can never be undone, but their memory lives on, etched into the history of aviation, and in every flight made safer because of what was learned. The Concorde was more than a plane. It was a symbol of human ambition. Though it no longer flies, its legacy continues to inspire. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into aviation incidents, accidents, and safety protocols. Have any thoughts on this case? Drop them in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay safe.